update part 2. It's time to sit down and relax and have a cold beer. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, good productive day. Time for a cold beer. As you can see, we've got a bit of a breeze here this evening. And it's funny here where I am. I'm just a couple miles off of the north shore of Lake Ontario. So the lake really has an effect on how the wind goes. So you can, at this point here, you can probably see the wind coming toward the camera a little bit, but predominantly it comes from behind where the camera is situated right now. So it's it depends on the time of day, on the heating cycle of the land and the lake, whether you're getting an onshore breeze or an offshore breeze. It really depends whether you're going to get wind from that direction over there or from that direction over there. Now the wind seems to be non-existent and everything is going straight up. And here it swirls again. Doesn't matter. This is my relaxation. Having a nice cold beer in front of the fire after a hard day's work. And tomorrow I will be putting in those pea and bean plants. I've got more pea and bean seeds sprouting right now on plates that will go into cups once I get these ones put into the ground, because I want to have lots of them. And I'll also be putting in carrots tomorrow, radish tomorrow, a couple of different types of lettuce tomorrow as well. I wish I had more space. I could have that horseradish here and some onions and things that like zucchini plants. Zucchini plants take up a huge amount of space. They're really, really fruitful, but for the area that I have here, they would take up so much space. It wouldn't be practical really for me to grow them. I think it's more practical to try and have some sister planting in my beds rather than those larger plants that would take up more space. So we'll get into that and we'll see how it goes, and we'll give you guys updates as things go along, and see what kind of a harvest we can produce, and see what kind of bounty we can put into cans and jars and such. So I hope you're all having a lovely day. I don't think I mentioned it in this particular video, but today is Saturday, March the 6th, 2002. It was a lovely day today. It topped out at about 26 degrees Celsius, or for my American brothers and sisters, that's around 76. It was a warm 76 with a fairly steady breeze. Absolutely beautiful day. It wasn't a bad day to be working outdoors at all. I did most of my outdoor work today in the shade because, like I say, I don't tolerate the sun like I used to, but we got things done, and we just kind of plugged away at it, and things are looking good, and we've got some forward progress, which is all we all need to do. Just do a little bit of something every day. Just get up and do something. Move around, do a little bit of something. You don't have to do it really, really hard. Just do it. And, and you'll see your goals you'll start to realize your goals taking place. I have to encourage myself to do that all the time because who doesn't like sitting down and not doing anything? But when you do that, you don't really get anything done. And to me, this is a nice reward after a good day's work. This is a nice reward. This is how I love to spend my evenings. All these little bits of wood here like this, and I got all this stuff here. This bit of wood right here. That's just all end cuts from work, just stuff lying around the job site. I just asked the site super. I make sure I get permission to pick it up before I pick it up. And they say sure, yeah, no problem, because then they're not having to go and pay someone to pick it up. I don't want any big lumber. I just want little bits of wood that are like a foot long or 30 centimeters or less, right? Just to throw in my fire pit. And they're happy, like, yeah, sure, go on ahead and pick it up. So that way, like, I was followed home one day after I went up to a job site to pick up these little end bits of wood, these little scraps for my little fire here. I was followed home one day by the job site's weekend security people. They have weekend security people that they've hired to make sure that no one goes onto the job sites and does any damage or stealing of materials or anything like that, which is absolutely fantastic. So to those security guys who called the cops on me and had me followed back to my place, congratulations on you, because you guys are doing your job out there, and I totally respect that. And it shows that when I'm working on a job, that it's also protected and being kept safe by these guys too. So congratulations. But so they called the cops on me, and I guess followed me back here, and I got back here, and I wasn't speeding or doing anything like that. It was a Sunday afternoon after dinner. We had dinner, and I thought, well, we've had dinner early enough. It's Sunday. It would be a nice evening for a fire. So ran up to the job site and grabbed some end bits of wood. Security people saw that, follow me down here, call the cops on me, and I get back here and I'm unloading some of these bits of wood out of my car, and a cop walks into my driveway. I thought, oh, I didn't give it a second thought, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? What do you want, man? He's like, oh, I had a report of somebody stealing armloads of lumber. So I said to the the young gentleman, I says, all right, well, why don't you come around into the back of my car and have a look what's in the trunk, and you tell me if you see any lumber. What's in the back of here is garbage that I have permission to pick up. He's like, what was the guy's name? I said, I don't know. It was the carpenter I talked to on Friday. You know, I've known the guy for a few years, but we've never actually exchanged names. It was the carpenter working up at there, and he said, yeah. I asked him, do you mind if I pick up the bits of wood? He said, yeah, go ahead. So that's what I'm doing. The cop says, well, maybe you want to get a note from the boss or the owner or whatever. It's like, do I really need to get a hall pass to pick up garbage for free for someone when I already got verbal permission from the carpenter to do it? Fair enough. You know, err on the side of caution, whatever. But anyways, that's how I get my wood for these fires. I don't go and pay for it. I just, you know, I work on job sites, and I just get permission from the site supers, and I go pick it up, and there's a mutual benefit in that, right? They're not having to pay someone to pick it up, and I'm not having to pay to, you know, have my backyard fire here. So I think it works out. I think it works out for everyone. Because, I mean, like, what kind of enjoyment is this? You know, who doesn't like sitting beside a fire? Best TV channel in the world, this fire right here. It's always changing. It's always different. Sometimes there's some drama, you know. Sometimes there's a little mystery. Is it going to keep going, you know? I can cook on it if I want to. Nothing better than a nice relaxing fire after having a productive day of work, you know, either making something beautiful or putting food in the ground that will hopefully be fruitful. And if any of you guys are putting fruit in the ground, seeds, plants, I hope your gardens are very successful. I hope your gardens succeed as much as I hope my gardens succeed. That's how much I hope your gardens succeed. Well, it's beautiful out right now. I guess we're probably 9:15 p.m. here, and the temperature has been cooling off. I think we're probably down to about 68 degrees for my American brothers and sisters, and sort of, you know, that might be 19 or 20 for us metric folks. But I think it's supposed to go down to like 10 Celsius. 10 Celsius. Okay, what's the math on that? I believe the math is sort of double it and add 30. Okay, so if you take 10 and you double that, you got 20. You add 30 to that, well, you're looking at 50. So I think it's supposed to go down to about 50 here tonight, which is a nice cool evening. I got all my windows open. It was warm in there today. So I opened up all the windows. I got all the windows in my place open, and I'll let that breathe out there tonight, and it's going to be a nice evening for sleeping. I think tomorrow we're supposed to have a high of about 71. So let me see, if you subtract 30 off of 71, you're left with 41. You divide that in half, 20. Yeah, it's supposed to be at 20 or 21 degrees tomorrow. So it's going to be very, very pleasant day to work. It's supposed to be 21 and sunny. So nice and cool. Fantastic weather to work outdoors in. But as I understand, it's going to warm up early, come early in the week. We're talking about 27 degrees or so here in Ontario for sort of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think was the last forecast I saw. So 27, double it, you're looking at 54, add 30. Well, you're looking at 85 degrees for the early part of next week. So it's going to be a steamer again. So to my American brothers and sisters down south.